29 years old. In less than a month, I'll be 30. I've been living independently for, Jesus, 11 years. I can bake a loaf of granary bread from scratch, not from a packet mix. I can organise a friend's hen do and coordinate repayments for 8 friends without losing my shit. I remember my mum's birthday. I am open to Help to Buy ISA with a hopeful 50 quid in it. My friends describe me as grounded. I am apparently a functioning human adult. But I don't think that I'm done bringing myself up yet, let alone another human being. I don't want to tell Taj because he will be all happy and normal, and I'm not feeling either of those things. With hands that suddenly seem very small, very real, very scared, I text Stacey, my oldest friend, and she invites me to a play. She's already booked 2 tickets for, hoping that one of her Tinder matches would finally commit to meeting in person. They hadn't. Lucky me! And on the tube, surrounded by IVF posters, that's £2,000 a pop. Other commuters, all eyes down, headphones in. I wonder if any of them ever had news as big as mine. I wonder what they would do about it. They all look like proper adults. But then I catch my reflection in the round of the tube window and I look like a proper adult too. Stacey seems intent on staying on this bench until I'm convinced how wonderful, how truly wonderful it is to be a woman and to be born with the ability and responsibility to continue the human species. But get this is the key. Within a limited time period, or you're fucked. I scan the horizon looking for a sign. An exit sign, ideally. I spot 2 blokes about our age at the pub opposite, and they're laughing as they net their pints. And I try and imagine the content of their conversation. Sports results, politics, Tinder matches, anything but their depleting sperm count, surely. I want to leave Stacey and join them. No, I want to grow a dick, and then I want to go and join them. And I want to raise a toast to our dicks, to our wonderful, wonderful dicks. Our dicks that we can do whatever the hell we want with our dicks, because we can impregnate them at 90 if we want with our dicks. Once we've done everything else that we want to do, maybe then we'll try our hand at having a kid with our dicks, and I bet we'll lace that as well. Stacey's now trying to download a baby app onto my phone. And she's trying to delete Spotify to make room! Yeah, that's how it is now, right? Baby over music, okay. I can't do this anymore. I will my body to stand up. It does. I put one foot in front of the other. And again. And again. Thank God I've still got control over my limbs, if not my womb. Now I'm running. I hate this conversation. I hate my ovaries. I hate my eggs. And at this moment in time, I hate Stacey. We used to speak every day, me and Mum, but you know what it's like with weddings and hen parties, work events. Everything gets booked up weeks in advance. You barely have time to shave your pits, let alone check in with the woman that birthed you. So when I turn up on her doorstep on a Thursday night, drenched in red wine, she senses that something is up. But Mum's too good just to ask straight out. She does what all the best interrogators do, and she eases me in by suggesting we watch my favourite film. Toy Story. 1. God knows why it is my favourite, since I got my first period whilst watching it on this sofa. Still remember Mum's eyes brimming as she paused Buzz Lightyear mid-flight to show me where she kept her tampons. 17 light years later, we're at that exact same bit, when Buzz is about to fly for the first time, and I burst into tears and through a waterfall of snot tell Mum that I'm pregnant and terrified. As if she already knew. As if she already had her finger on the pause button, ready to ruin poor Buzz's moment yet again. She pulls me into her, and I imagine climbing back inside her, deeper and deeper. reattaching myself to her cord, closing my eyes, and starting all over again. This time not giving in to a man prodding me in the back with his half-assed boner. I don't tell Mum this. I just wait in her bosom for her words of wisdom to come pouring out and wash all of this craziness away. Mum? Come on! I want a reaction! Anger, excitement, sadness. A recognisable emotion that I can fit neatly into my WhatsApp lineup of emojis. Or Stacey's pie chart. A tick in the to do or not to do. Well, should I have it? She says nothing. It's very clever. I remind her of all the people who desperately want to have children, but they can't conceive. That's them. This is you, she tells me. Your only duty is to yourself. And the baby, I add. Stacey says it's already the size of an avocado. And Mum reminds me how much I hate avocados. And I find myself sticking up for Stacey. It's not like I'm 16 and have my whole life ahead of me. People will say stuff. I think I'm selfish. Not the good people, Mum says. The good people won't judge you. I'd run out of arguments. I was tired. We didn't carry on watching Toy Story. I text Taj and tell him that I'm staying over with Mum, and we top to 10 in her single bed. And as she purrs next to me, I lie awake, imagining what kind of parent I'd be. Carefree and hippie, my baby casually slung on my back like an extra limb, eating whenever, sleeping whenever. Or would I be like Captain Von Trapp, uber organised and disciplined? I've heard of people's personalities change when they have kids. Maybe mine would change for the better. Maybe it would give me a meaning, a purpose, like that spider with her intricate web. Then what happens when the web disappears and the spider's left with nothing, free falling and nothing to cling on to? I take myself to the second safest place after Mum's arms. The cupboard under the stairs. I'm searching through my childhood, looking for, I don't know, a sign, a distraction. I search through my marbles, my pogs, a Diablo, a Tamagotchi, an autobiography written at age 9. When I grow up, I want to save the world and be a vet and be famous. Until, I find it. My Walkman. This, I realise, this is what I've been looking for. The eject button is jammed, so I played the only album it's ever played. Now that's what I call music. 40. Obviously. I skip past U2 and Backstreet Boys and Aqua to track 20. Bop by Hanson. Me and Stacey used to play this every day after school. One time, we got a load of old pots and pans out and we bashed along. I think it probably sounded terrible, but I don't think I've ever felt more free. 20 years later, I tiptoe into the kitchen and pull out Mum's oldest pots and pans, still bearing the scars of our own experimental days, and I set up a sort of kit on the kitchen floor. I wedge a towel under the kitchen door so as not to wake Mum. I sit on the cold tiled floor and play a sort of rhythm on my sort of drum kit to the lucid tones of Hanson. And I try to imagine what my birthday clothes would look like. Mum is feeling fucking terrible and is currently mourning the loss of her freedom with a pint-sized glass of non-alcoholic wine. Welcome to the world, potato head. Hashtag. But hold the phone. What's this? A friend that I must have met one forgettable time has reshared a post from another friend of a friend. Cat Fishcake Jameson. She's looking for a drummer for her post-punk band. She looks well cool. So I've been stalking this Fishcake lass for about an hour. And I can't work out whether she's a massive twat to be avoided at all costs, or whether she's got her life down and I need her in my own life. She's had the same profile picture for the last 4 years, and every one of her very few status updates is a call to arms. come to this gig, come to this protest, pro-equality, pro-freedom of speech, anti-patriarchy, anti-capitalism, anti-meat industry. She has an opinion on everything. And I'm very aware that I don't have an opinion on a lot of these things. There's a video of her playing a gig, if that's what we can call it. She's balanced on a stack of crates in what appears to be someone's shed. And there's bodies everywhere, obscuring my view, and I want to reach out and push them out of the way. I've never seen anyone like this before. No woman, anyway. Dripping in sweat, clutching her guitar with hands that aren't dainty and soft and clad in Topshop rings and nail varnish. They're big and strong. The hands of a woman that does stuff with her life. I've never seen someone give themselves so 1000% to their cause. And the cause, in Fishcake's case, is music. By lunchtime, I feel like I've known this Fishcake woman my entire life. And I'm pretty sure she wouldn't have this kid. She's way too free to grow a breast filled with milk. In fact, she doesn't look like she has tits. If she has, she's strapped them down. She doesn't want truthful, ugly things getting in the way of her art. Oh, fuck, shit, bollocks. Oh, I've just liked a few of her statuses. Oh, from 2012. Another thing. Oh my god, it's Fishcake. Responding to my trigger-happy Facebook liking, asking if I'm interested in being in her band. I tell her that I've never played an instrument before in my life, but thank you very much. And she tells me I'm perfect. Gives me the address of the first rehearsal and goes offline. Looks like I've just been offered the role of drummer in a post-punk band. A band called Finrot. What the hell? We're waking up in BJ's saucy gaff, and I try again. This time, I go for a subtler approach. Nodding at Taj's half-eaten, half-cooked egg, I alert him to the fact that an egg is actually a chicken's period. Isn't it strange that I've not had a period in 3 months? He vomits onto his plate and we're escorted from the premises. But he brings it up again later at home, and he's clearly been giving it some thought because he's been in the bog having a hangover poo, and that's where he does all of his thinking. Joining me on the sofa, he places a supportive hand where he clearly thinks my room is located, but it's definitely my spleen, and says that he's given it some thought, and if push comes to shove, he reckons he's up for giving the whole dad thing a shot. I tell him, since it won't be him pushing or shoving, I need some time to think about what I want to do. And he's nodding, but I can see he's already back in his dream world, imagining me rosy-cheeked and full of his seed, wearing a maternity dress at the next family do, proudly posing for photographs with his hand on my spleen. But the next day, I skip work and spend it psyching myself up for my first rehearsal. I watch Whiplash twice. Vow never to become as addicted as him. I make my way to the kit and I sit down. It's like nestling into the hug of an old friend. Fishcake notices me smiling, winks, and swings a guitar into the crook of her arm and starts playing. Hey, no room for chit-chat. No room for niceties, nerves. Yay. She plucks the same string over and over, and I watch her, transfixed. I notice that she has soft brown armpit hair. And it's not weird or gross or beautiful. It's just kind of there. Unapologetic. I must have been in a trance because there's a tap on my shoulder and I swing around, throwing my sticks in the air, and I met my young man, or is it a woman, wearing a jumper with a whale felt tipped on it. And I ask if their name is Whale Pig. And he/she tells me in all seriousness, It's not a whale, it's a self-portrait. I got nothing. I always have too many words, and right here, with these two, I've got nothing. I decide not to ask their name again, and they don't ask mine. Names don't matter in here. Neither does gender, or age, your past or your future. What matters is the music. And I've known my time to keep it going for, but the others are still going, rocking and riding, but kind of barely moving at all. So lost in the sound of the moment, in the moment of the sound. So I follow their lead, close my eyes, but I don't know how long we can spend here in our sound together. There's no before or after, just throbbing heat, pushing up through my feet, wrapping itself around and around my bones. But late that night, I'm washing vomit off my jeans and Googling post-punk. Now, essentially, post-punk has the same outlook as punk, but gives even less of a fuck about society or the audience, which are kind of the same thing, when you think about it. I eat fish and whale cake at a dodgy pub near Charing Cross, and they explain the intention of our protest: to save our oceans. Whale cake shows me these pictures of rotting albatross corpses, their stomachs filled with plastic bottle caps. I realised that I'm one of the guilty ones. 'Cause yeah, I recycle stuff, if there's a recycling bin within 5 metres. I've never really thought that much about my effect on the environment. Not enough, anyway. And these pictures that Whale Cake shows me, and the thousands of images on the placards around me, disgusts me to my core. I want to scream at whoever did this, to a creature that can't scream back. We have to do something, I think. Nothing is as important as this. I feel like I'm in the middle of a massive nightclub, where the music I'm dancing to could change the world. The moves I'm busting at gunfire, and the lyrics I'm screaming at like weapons, and I'd rather die than hand them over. With every shout, with every drum beat, I'm lifted above the crowd. I look down, but it's not fish or whale cake lifting me. They haven't even noticed. Muscles rippling beneath skin that's never felt so thick, tingling like I'm growing feathers of my own. I hold my arms out and I'm fucking enormous. I'm as big as Nelson's column, bursting with anger, with power, with... And then it comes. Like a howl coming from the deepest part of the ocean. This world doesn't need more people. It needs us. The people already in it, to fix the damage that we've done. To fix the damage that I've done. I finally go back to work, but I can't focus. So at lunch I take a break for the first time in years and I call Mum. And I'm begging her just to tell me that if she could go back in time and wasn't from an uber-Catholic family, if her mum had supported her decision to have an abortion, would she have kept me or had me sucked out? And she's evasive. She says that she's loved being a mum, that it's been exhausting, but watching me grow has been worth it. And I suggest that she could have just got a tomato plant and watched that grow instead. And she suggests that I too could get a tomato plant. And I hang up and think about it, because it would be a good test. Because if I can't keep a tomato plant alive, sure as hell can't keep a child alive. I return to my desk and there's a calendar notification telling me that it's Mum's birthday. I try and call her back, but there's no answer. I feel fucking terrible. How, at age nearly 30, am I still such a massive, selfish fucking kid? I pour my undrunk black coffee down the sink and turn to my desk. Empty of caffeine, but full of purpose. I will protect this thing, this baby, more than myself. This baby is what matters now. My gut twists as I text Fishcake telling her that I can't volunteer at the food bank with her later, and I can't come to her queer jamming workshop tomorrow, or her pride after party. Actually, I'm quitting the band. Feeling sad, but satisfied at least making one decision. I settle into the sofa to watch Love Island with a loved-up Taj and a tube of hobnobs. You know what? It feels good. Normal. OT. That's only a matter of hours away. I can cancel my appointment in the morning, right? At 3 a.m, I wake to the sound of screaming. And I open my eyes to see several versions of myself split across the bathroom tiles, all with a gaping black hole where my mouth used to be. I realise that the screaming is coming from me, and I'm scooped up and cradled by surprisingly strong arms. I look up and see an angel. A shock of dark hair silhouetted against a white light. I'm laid out to rest on a cloud, and the edges of the world soften around me. I'm like a teardrop disappearing into an ocean, weightless, insignificant, free. The angel's back. This time it's holding an iPhone. And I realise that I'm not dead, and the angel is Taj calling an ambulance. I wake again, this time in a steel bed which couldn't be further from a cloud. Stiff cotton holding me in and stopping me from falling away from the world. There's a clarity to this small blue room, like looking at a doll's house through a microscope. A doctor tells me that I've suffered a psychogenic seizure, which in layman's terms is the physical manifestation of more stress and fear than one body can cope with, so it shuts down, like a defense mechanism. Like when your laptop does an unannounced restart. Annoying, but necessary. The cure? To listen to what your body is trying to tell you. I find Taj curled up asleep in the waiting room. One day this guy will make an amazing dad to someone's kid. But right now he looks like a newborn. He's making little sucky noises as he breathes in and out in time to the heart rate monitors next door. And I want to drum along, but now's not the time. When he wakes up, we go for a walk, and I tell him everything I should have told him weeks ago. I don't want a wedding. I don't want a house with a conservatory on the back. And deep breath. I don't want children. I tell him I don't want to do school runs. I want to go for runs. I don't want to go to parents' evenings. I want to have evenings. And I want to do something with those evenings that matters to me. That matters to more than just me. I tell him I think I might fancy a girl called Fishcake, but I'm not sure yet, and I want to be okay with that. He's crying, and I feel like apologising. Only joking, of course we'll keep it. Just to keep the peace. But I stay strong, because this isn't a joke. None of this is a joke. Now I'm crying, and weirdly, it's the closest I've felt to Taj in months. He says he understands. Mum was right. The good people don't judge you. I'm about to have an abortion. And as I sit in the waiting room, waiting for my name to be called, I'm imagining what kind of child we might have had. If they'd have my lips, Taj's eyelashes, my sense of humour, whether we'd have a laugh in years to come, go to festivals, watch Toy Story on Mum's sofa. I wonder what advice I'd give when they first fall in love. If they'd ever fall in love, and who with. I wonder if they'd understand that it's not them, it's me. I really hope they'd understand. I told Mum and Taj that I wanted to do this bit by myself, my penitence. But for once I'm glad I think they know better. Mum arrives first, and she's dressed like a punk to cheer me up. Her hair is a fat combed mess, and she kisses me on the cheek with her specially bought Superdrug Punk Purple Lippy. It looks like frostbite, but I don't tell her. Next it's Taj, and I can see he hasn't slept, but he smiles through his sadness and promises me several shots of tequila straight after the procedure. A door opens, a hand outstretched. I look up at white light and remind myself that this is my decision, the right decision, a decision that I'm so lucky to have, and thank fucking Christ, it's mine to make. Today I turn 30, and I'm about to play my first gig with Finrock. It's the first night of our UK tour to the smelliest, dingiest, least reputable bars in the country. Few of the audience members and windows, the better the gig, according to Whalecake. Can understand why my colleagues found my resignation confusing. Here at the venue early, it's just me and the bar lady. As she polishes glasses, I polish my drums. I warm them up, talk to them, tell them that it's going to be okay. We can do this. From a young age, we're taught that we should possess a primal urge to keep the species going. But right now, the only primal urge I have is to play these drums as loudly as possible. I want to howl for a world that can't howl back. I get it. It's a comfort leaving this world knowing that you've left something in you behind. Like a house, a piece of artwork, a padlock on a slowly sinking bridge. A child. You can pop your clogs, safe in the knowledge that your DNA will live on. Okay, I can't pretend like I'm not scared. So for the first time in ever, I have no plans for the future. But I think I'm okay with that. At least I'm going to try to be. Because out of fear comes this sort of fizzing in your tummy kind of courage. Like teetering on the edge of the world. Like holding your breath underwater and bursting through at the last millisecond. Like being on stage for the first time. Lights coming up, poised and ready to go. Like dying and being reborn.